Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Safike Kevin. My colleague Rafael Matthew and I are excited to present our topic for ADY 3310, Introduction to Educational Psychology. Both of us are majoring in history and minoring in economics. Our topic is tattooing and me. Tattooing is the practice of permanently marking the skin with ink to create symbolic or decorative designs. In Papua New Guinea, tattoo has long been part of traditional culture, especially among coastal and island communities. It represents rites of passage, tribal affiliation, bravery, and beauty, according to Santos 2019. Although neither of us has tattoo, this topic gave us the opportunity to explore how tattooing connects to identity, culture, and education. We'll be looking at how tattoos influencing teaching, learning, and relationships in schools and universities through both personal reflection and psychological theory. What is tattooing? Tattooing is both an art and a cultural practice. It involves inserting ink into the dermis layer of the skin to create permanent designs. These designs can be decorative, symbolic, spiritual, or personal. In PNG, tattoos often deeply carry deeply cultural meaning, especially in coastal regions where they are linked to identity, tradition, and pride. In modern times, tattooing has become a global form of self-expression. People use tattoo to reflect personal stories and beliefs or beautify themselves. In educational environments, tattoos can be seen in different ways, sometimes as empowering, sometimes as distracting, and sometimes as controversial. Now we'll look at the impact of tattoo it has on teaching and learning. Tattooing may not directly affect how lessons are taught, but it does influence the learning environment through perception, identity, and engagement. Let's look at two psychological theories from our course that help explain this. The first one is social learning theory by Albert Bandura. This theory suggests that people learn by observing others. If students see teachers or peers with tattoos, they may form attitudes or behaviors based on those observations. Tattoos can become a medium through which values, stories, and cultural pride are communicated. For example, a teacher with traditional PNG tattoos might inspire students to explore their heritage, which is according to Avrivai 2025. The second theory that supports tattoo is personal constructive theory. This theory argues that individuals interpret the world through personal constructs. Mental filters are shaped by experience. Tattoos as visual symbols influence how students perceive their teachers and peers. A tattooed educator may be seen as more relatable, open minded, or even rebellious, depending on the student's construct. In classrooms, these perceptions can affect students' teacher relationships, engagement, and motivation. Now, let's look at the impact of tattoo it has on students, me as a future educator, and my colleagues. Tattooing affects individuals differently depending on context and personal beliefs. For students, many young people view tattoos as a form of self-expression. Seeing educators with tattoos may normalize diversity and encourage openness. However, some students may associate tattoos with rebellion due to societal stereotypes, which is according to Santos 2019. For me, as a future educator, tattoos represent personal journeys and values. They can remind educators of their cultural identity and growth. But in some professional settings, tattoos may be misunderstood or judged. For my colleagues, reactions vary. Some may appreciate tattoos as part of cultural identity, while others may see them as unprofessional. This can affect collaboration, respect, and workplace dynamics, according to SET 2021. So, while tattoo may seem like a personal choice, it has broader implications in education. Now I'll hand it over to my friend Rafael to continue with how tattoo affects students' development and perceptions.
Thank you, Afike. Once again, my name is Raphael Matthew, and I will be discussing more about the impacts of tattooing on students' growth and development. Tattooing can influence students' development in several ways. Firstly, it can influence students' cultural identity. Tattoos are rooted in PNG's traditions and can strengthen students' sense of belonging and pride, according to Centers 2019. Secondly, it can have an impact on students' critical thinking. Tattoos often carry stories. Discussing them can encourage students to reflect on symbolism, history, and personal choices. Thirdly, it can be used as a form of self expression. Students may feel empowered to express themselves creatively through art, writing, or fashion, according to SET. However, educators must guide students to understand the long term implications of tattooing, especially regarding health, employment, and social perceptions. Now, let's look at the benefits and challenges of tattooing in education. Some benefits of tattooing are: firstly, tattoos help build a positive relationship with students. That that teacher-student relationship, especially those who value self-expression. Secondly, tattoos can be used to teach about Pensi heritage and identity. It can help them to pursue more understanding about Pensi heritage and identity. And to the challenges of tattooing, tattoos can may can and may affect how students and staff perceive a tattooed individual, according to Santos 2019. Some schools may require tattoos to be covered, which can make them feel unsecured. Students may misunderstand the meaning or purpose of tattoos, especially if not explained properly. It will distract them and they will not focus on the lessons that you teach. Sometimes it is seen as it goes against the teacher's code of conduct or professionalism. In some institutions, visible tattoos may be viewed as inappropriate or unprofessional, according to Ellis 2015. To support this topic, me and my colleague have made a small survey within a group of 20 students in the university. According to our research, 8 students said that tattoos are a form of self-expression and they have pride in the tattoos they have in their skin. However, 12 students said that tattoos have might distract students in class and it can create different perceptions that can affect their teaching and learning. It can also undermine their professional code of conduct. This shows that while tattoos are becoming more accepted, there are still mixed perceptions, especially in educational environments. Conclusion. To conclude, tattooing is a powerful form of identity and self-expression. In PNG, it carries cultural significance and personal meaning. As a future educator, we must understand how tattoos influence learning, relationships, and development of the students and the community around us. By embracing diversity and fostering open dialogue, We can create conducive classrooms for teaching and learning, and also for normal day-to-day activities to proceed as expected. It can also help to promote authenticity and heritage, and also successful learning. With that, thank you for watching our